Okay, so this is going to be a few-minute book review for The Boyfriend by Freida McFadden. So, it follows Sydney, who goes on a date, and Sydney has a really crummy date, and so she really wants out of it. She just wants this person to leave her alone. And he makes comments about how her arms are flabby and just different comments that are just not appropriate or okay in any way to be making. And so he follows her home, and she's like, just drop me off here. Like, I'm not telling him where my house is. Just leave me alone, dude. And he starts to kiss her, and different things happen. And so this guy shows up and basically tells him to leave her alone. And this guy, the book goes from past to present. So you know a little bit about this guy, and this guy that shows up to save Sydney may or may not have killed someone. And so I kept guessing throughout who it was, and I was almost there, but off by a lot. I was not expecting this person to be the person to do any of this. And at first, I was reading this with my friend. We read a lot of Freida McFadden books together. And I was reading this with her, and she's like, it's slow. I was telling her, it's slow. I don't know if it's slow start for me. I'm not really getting into this. One of his friends named Slug likes bugs, and that was pretty not, it was just not for me. It was just kind of gross to read about. And, yeah, I didn't really like that. It was really slow. It just kind of had a hard time picking up for me until something else happened in the past, and then I'm like, oh, okay. And then I got really interested. And so it's been slower. It was interesting. The person that did all of this and what happened really shocked me. The people that had passed away, and the setup of how the killings went about was really disturbing. And the ending, the epilogue, was just ugh. It would just creep me out. You don't I don't know, I was just trying to think if I wanted something else to change for it. I don't think so. I think it got most of my questions I had answered. And, so that wasn't anything too much to worry about. If it wasn't, like, what is that? Can't really talk about it, but yeah, it was a little sore place for me. Not one of my favorite books by her, but I didn't hate it. So, either. And my friend that I was reading this with was kind of like, yeah, I don't know either. I don't know if I really like this one either. It's just kind of meh for the beginning, and I'm not really like this took up my 2 days. I got it done. So, that's kind of how we've been feeling about it. And I have been talking to her when I see her a little bit about it. And she's like, you won't guess the ending at all. And I didn't. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. Don't want to give too much away, so I really can't talk about it. But if you've read it, let me know. If you haven't, and are starting out with thrillers, this was good for kind of a beginner thriller person. This was good. And I think if you are a beginner to thrillers, or like kind of darker stuff, I think you will really know if you can handle it or not in this one. So, some of the images are pretty disturbing. And, some of it, I'm like, I gotta take a break. I can't. I can't read it at the second. And, yeah. It does talk about, abuse, alcoholism, obviously really bad relationships with your friends, with the people you're with, lying, manipulation, all that good stuff. So I can't really think of anything else for a warning, but yeah, that was kind of my thoughts on that. So